Morning kids. So I suspect this is a new video after very exciting, very dirty stop out late, right, to like 8 o'clock harvest festival last night. These here are, not only do we need adapters for the plate, we also need adapters for the hydraulics. So I've just been to get these out of the shed. They just are like Bobcat ones, which are these. They'll be like Euro to something. I can't remember what they're called. Male, female, something. I don't know. And these are basically what you'd have on your tractor, the big ones. And these are the little ones. So yeah, we need to just swap these over. There will be no talks of nipples. Thank you very much. This is a very clean, sensible channel. Full of clean, sensible things. To see what I mean? Like, the length of it is just unreal. No comment. I've lost my brew. I can't function. I've lost my brew. I'm stressed. Hide it well. So our little silage trailer with no silage sides on that we use for taking silage to Crackenthorpe, it's there. It still has no rams in, they've still not come back. So we are going to very kindly, he's going to very kindly let us borrow, Jonny Little, his dump trailer, and we will tip a load of silage in, because that thing there is, I know it's really handy and I'm not complaining. I'm not saying it's crap or anything, because it's handy when you don't have one, but it's taking like a day's worth of silage to Crackenthorpe, and it's just not enough, because we're just literally taking the tractor every day, which is stupid. We want to take a few days worth of silage there. So we're going to go and borrow his dump trailer, and we're going to take some silage to Crackenthorpe, and then I think also we're going to borrow it to transport some SH1T, because we are laden with the stuff, like too much around. We can't get it on the land. Ordinarily we'd be able to ferry it down to the river, where it's pretty free draining, because obviously it's next to a river, and we don't stock it down there, so you can always get on without any issue. It's got grass on. It's got grass on that's so long that it needs taking off, which is just crazy at this time of year. That thing is holding its own, I'll tell you. It is super. It's wading through shit. It's doing a really good job. It really is. Super impressed with it, and super pleased we got it. Did I just tip coffee all over myself? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. This is Jonny's dump trailer. Hedge cutting season is upon us. Look at this absolute legend getting a bit of tidying up done. Right, makes a neat job, doesn't it? Oh, look at the fancy neat hedges. I think I'd be good at hedge cutting. What do you think? Do you think I'd make a good hedge cutter? He's always so down on me. I don't know why. He never encourages me to reach my potential. So I'm always going to take Jonny's dump trailer down. Thanks, Jonny. Thanks. Jonny used to borrow our bale trailer until we put back on it. I'm really sorry. Seems like a one-sided kind of friendship now. It's not really. Shall I show you the difference very quickly, just because I can, between a beef shorthorn, a dairy shorthorn and a limmy? I just wanted to show you, just to illustrate, for people who don't know, very much the difference in the breeds of cattle. So this limmy is a beef breed. Obviously you can see he has muscle everywhere. He has a fat ass, basically like Kim Kardashian. The dairy breed, however, like obviously he's a bull, so he's pretty useless, but so he has basically a good frame to carry a big bag of milk, because that is what the dairy cow is designed for. He was bought in when one of ours had died, and we needed a calf to stick on a cow, so we got him, and yeah, that's how we've ended up with in a shed with a limmy bull and a beef. A dairy, why do I keep calling it a beef shorthorn? A dairy shorthorn bull. And don't get me wrong, there's no wrong with him. There's no wrong with him. He's a decent little animal, and he'll grow and he'll get on and make the same, a decent amount of money. But obviously, the limmy is a pure limmy. He's not even a cross of anything, and that is what we would be putting onto, say, an Angus or a Blue Cross cow to make a good beef breed. This is lots of poo, lots and lots of poo. Kind of the bit of farming that no one glamorises. So if anyone was wondering why the muck sheds that we built are so high, this is why. So that we can tip in them. And obviously we'll come up with the Merlot now and we'll heap up all of this. But yeah, these are the muck sheds in use. Both sides, that side's full, this side's getting filled. And I think I possibly have said this before, why? Why on earth would you spend money, and why would the government give a grant to put a roof over a paddock? Like, it does, it's a question that's worth asking, isn't it? It doesn't make sense to everybody. The idea is to stop surface water runoff off yards going into watercourses. It's to protect the rivers and the watercourses. So what would happen if this was just a open, not even a concrete plinth? All of the effluent would soak down. So this here is the effluent. So this isn't the shit, it is like, it's like dark, very, very potent stuff. Now, when spread in diluted quantities, it makes grass grow. It's absolutely wonderful. But if you were to disperse all that into a river, not so good at all. Definitely not good for the environment in like concentrated amounts. So it would seep through the ground for one, end up running down and ended up in a watercourse. Now down there is Lusbeck that I showed you the other day when it had flowed over. Now you would not want this running down there into Lusbeck. And as well, even if it was on a concrete plinth, the rain's going to go through it, it's going to wash all that stuff, it's going to get carried by the water and it's going to run off and then end up, guess it, into the watercourses. So yeah, in conclusion, the apples are really good and it's to protect the rivers. So Light is just got to drop this in here. Ciao. Not only is it a handy carving shed, a carving pen, it is a handy straw storage. We just shove that in there and then when we feed them later on we'll be able to straw them from here and we don't need to keep bringing machinery in. It's just a handy way to store it, to be fair, because they have absolutely no use for this whatsoever. If something was poorly we'd use it, but apart from that, no. Yokel farmers to the max. I mean, seriously. Yes, life. To be perfectly honest, that's about sums up me. I've lost my knife, I've broken a cup. But I'm making the best of it. I'm making the best of it. Aviation update. Oh no! I'm facing myself! I nearly missed it! Oh God, I need to lie down. So we are not getting run over. We're moving sheep. But in order to do this, we need the cows out of the field because they're so naughty. My sock's fallen off in my welly. The horror of this situation. God, I'm walking on it. It's awful. I've got my waterproofs on, so I can't even just stop for a quick, So these are the lambs. Hello, lambs. There's some more over there Roy's gone to get. And then there's also another batch in that field over there. So they need to come in and be weighed. And I just want to go through them and check no one's got any fly strike. To be fair, I've not seen anyone itching. There might be though. Looks can be deceiving. This is our neighbour's house. I won't show it you, it's just there. But we have two very naughty escaped lambs that actually, to be perfectly honest, I didn't know were in here until a lovely lady down the road there said, oh, I was walking the dog and I think two of your lambs are in their field. Thanks, Sally, thanks. Because I didn't know that. Very, very naughty animals. Very naughty. So I'm just going down here to open this gate. Roy's taking Nelly Gray over there. We're just trying to get her used to sheep, basically. She wasn't scared of them or anything. She just wasn't as interested as you'd... Well, she's respectful, shall we say, but maybe not quite as eager as what Win was. Anyway, Win takes over when they're together. He just does it. And Roy said, just give her a chance on her own. So I've put Win in his bed and just see what she does. So I'm just going to walk down the lane. They'll come out of here. So I'm boiling. Whew, it's warm. I'm just going to walk down here a little way, out of the way of the gate. Once they get into this like little funnel corner, they're generally fine. Here now, Gray. Good lass. So that is everything that is at weight. All the boys. They're all above 44 kilograms. and they are going to Dumbia, so they're going straight to kill. So this is the finished end. They're not going to an auction. So in terms of breeds, allow me to squeeze through here. So we've got Dutch Spotteds and mules reigning supreme. They've finished first. Well done. They have won the race. What a prize. I'm joking. Don't hate me. So we have got, I think there was like 2, 3 blue Texels. Now, I don't know whether that's because the Clins are more prone to throwing females or whether they're just not finishing as fast. I will have a look because I can tell you that's an interesting thing. But do you remember I talk about the Bitzers? Bits of this and bits of that, Roy calls them. So they got the name Bitzers. We bought them off a friend of ours who just wanted rid of a couple of like random sheep, no breed, just really mules crossed with Leicesters, Leicesters crossed back to Chiviots. I don't know anything. They were so random, it's untrue. All theirs have finished first. Now, is it that fell air that's made them finish? I don't know. They were the cheapest sheep we ever bought. They're the ugliest sheep we have. And the lambs are the heaviest. I'll be very interested to see what they grade out at, because when you send them straight to kill instead of to an auction, you get back a sheet of paper. In fact, I'll go and get one and show you. Most importantly, stick this back in the floor, because that's a broken leg asking to happen, isn't it? Yeah, this is basically a grid. They call it the Europe grid. And that there should sort of explain what they want. So, say you have a really good lamb, an amazing lamb, it's absolutely wonderful, but it's too fat, you get penalised, or it's too lean. Say you have an alright lamb, but it's too fat, you get penalised, or it's too lean, you get penalised. They want them in the perfect bracket. So we have put the lambs in the handling system ready for the morning when Roy will just take them to the collection centre. I will let you know how they get on there, because they will be a very clear, concise piece of paper that comes back and shows us what they were worth. I am now off on a little bit of a jolly with Joe and Ollie. That was the most funny rhyming thing ever. I'm off to Studio nightclub in Nantwich, weirdly enough, not what you expected. And then in the morning after that, we are off to Cheshire ploughing match. Now, I am more interested in the hedge laying than the ploughing, but we'll go for the experience. So what follows is, I hope, the night and then a bit of Cheshire ploughing match, if it'll fit in, because this video will be majorly long by then. Tell me all about your toothpick, Joe. We are wild.
It's the best. It's the best.
What shirt you wearing, Joe?
Crazybull.co.uk.
Do tell me all about it, Joe.
Crazy Bull.
Is that the same font they have for OnlyFans?
Why, possibly. Andy picked it.
What are you trying to say? Andy is a respectable member of staff.
He is a respectable member of staff. He also has a clothing business, crazybull.co.uk.
Go buy it.
You want?
Business.
The bouncer's younger than me. And definitely So I am home. Right, in a break from tradition at the moment, I will do another video tomorrow of Cheshire ploughing match. I think it was called that. But yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. This video is far too long. It's nearly half an hour, which is crazy. And I can't hold your attention for that long. So thank you very much for watching. Honestly, I appreciate all of you. And I'll see you next time tomorrow.